Hey guys, Marsinged here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so yes, we have the Beast. He's here. Physical, transforming Vegeta EZA. I know global players have all been super excited after the however many months it is since he came out on JP. And everybody on JP basically saying he's terrible and dead on arrival. So we're going to jump in and see what he's going to do here. I think the biggest problem is the fact that with the release of new content in the Worldwide Celebration, all being short events that were very hard right from turn one, a character who takes multiple turns to build up to his final form is not going to be in the best spot in that meta. I've seen people say the God and Blue forms for Vegeta are very good, but we're just going to see what happens. We're already jumped into the, we like to do these slightly easier stages, right? Or longer stages for these initial showcases. So we're doing the Red Zone Cell. And we are using him on the LR Blue Boys team because they are one of his 200% leads. So yeah, we're just going to check him out, see what he can do. He is, of course, a Pure Saiyan's lead for 3 key and full 170 after his EZA, which is pretty good. And then Super Class 3 key and 130. His super attack greatly raises defense and does immense damage to the enemy. The greatly raise is an infinite stack, so he is keeping that as he transforms up through the various stages. And then he gets attack and defense 110, additional defense 30 when performing a super, additional attack 15% per key sphere obtained because he's a nuking style unit. He gets a guaranteed additional super if you get 7 or more orbs. He has a great chance to change SDR key spheres to physical key spheres, and then obviously transforms every turn. So, I mean, we've got a load of orbs here, so we can very easily get his guaranteed additional. He shares 3 links here on turn 1 with the Blue Boys, Super Saiyan Prepared for Battle and Fierce Battle. His start of turn defense is 130k, so he's going to greatly raise on Super, so that's 50%. And then, of course, he gets 30% defense on Super as part of his passive. So he's going to be, what, a little over 200k. Plus, there will be the Bulma support as well when we pick up the orbs for her. So go ahead and do this, and then we will do this. So we can just about get the support there. All right, so let's see what we get. Obviously, the Blue Boys get to go first, but because they're in slot 1, they're not going to do crazy damage, so they won't dominate the turn here. It's one of the good things about using them for a team for the showcase, right? Because you can put them in slot 1. They can be a really good defensive unit in slot 1. But then they're not going to do insane damage and just kill the boss before the showcase unit actually gets to attack. So they work out quite nicely for this. And then of course, once Vegeta has transformed up into his actual god forms, then he's going to share some of those extra links with them. So 6.1 is his first super. Then we get the guaranteed additional. Obviously he doesn't raise attack at all, so 6.1 again. And then we do get the additional from the hidden potential, but it is only a normal. So with him greatly raising and it being an infinite stack, obviously it goes without saying, you want him to get as many super attacks as possible. Because again, something like, we will do a video probably later today, we'll just go straight ahead and take him into the Red Zone Fusion Zamasu. But, you know, if he's getting attacked before he attacks, right, with the AoE, he's going to take a pretty reasonable amount of damage. He'll be saved a little bit by the fact that he's got type advantage, but it's not really enough to, fully cover him, you know? So, we'll float off this Vegeta. They're going to link pretty well, because obviously turn 1, they're both Super Saiyan Vegeta, but from the second turn onwards, once Vegeta starts transforming, they'll be able to actually link. So that'll work out quite nicely. And then, yeah, God Goku can get some stacks here. We'll try and save the Tech Vegeta taking some hits so that he can then get his support a little bit later on. Because that Tech Vegeta from the Battle of Gods movie, he needs to get hit. Once he gets hit for the 3rd time, he gives a 1-time buff for 2 turns to all allies. So ideally we don't want him to get that too early here. But of course on this turn he's not getting hit at all anyway. So that's good. You can save that till a little bit later. But yeah, sort of hope Trunks will finish off Cell here. Plus, you know, we got to do the Red Zone Cell because it gives us another opportunity to fight our boy here, Limit Breaker second form Cell. So he still has the Limit Breaker aura. You love to see it. So all right, so once he transforms into Super Saiyan 2, we still have the greatly raised defense and immense damage. We now have attack and defense 120, an additional 40 when performing a super for defense. So those have both gone up by 10%. He gets 18% per keys for obtained, gets the guaranteed super with 7 or more orbs, and still has the great chance to change orbs. So it does mean we don't get a lot of orbs for the blue boys, but we are still just about here able to get the 7 orbs. So we are getting the extra super. And now without support, yeah, he's starting at 271. So you can see that was with the 50%, like the greatly raised infinite stacks. And he is going to get another 2 super attacks on this turn. But even so, I mean, that is just his raw defense, right? He gets 40% on super. So to be fair, we're on this turn with no support. If he's getting 40% defense on super, that means he is getting, what, like 120 maybe? 110? And then, of course, there's the defense raise for this turn as well. So he's going over like 400k, which is not too bad. And we'll just grab these for you guys at the end. I purposely bought a 55% friend, blue boys, because I didn't want them going too crazy. But yeah, our boy Limit Breaker sell. Dokkan shows no love to Vegeta. He gets no Dokkan Fest exclusive, and if he does, it's a joined forces unit. Yeah, well, I mean, this guy, it was really hype when he came out for Saiyan Day, because he's a Saiyan Day unit from like the year before transforming Bardock, so super old. But he was a hype, like when he came out, he was definitely very good. He was a pure Saiyan's leader, like he was a good unit. I remember I got really lucky with my summons. I streamed them. I think I only did like 450 stones and I pulled 3 copies of him. So it was definitely very hype on release, because I feel like we were talking about this earlier in the stream when we were going through the 30-stage EZA. And transforming Frieza and transforming Goku, they were good when they came out, but they were a little bit disappointing with the fact that they had very, very basic like super attack animations and everything right up until their final forms. Whereas this Vegeta at least did have some unique super attacks and stuff, which was quite cool. But so let's float off Trunks so we can get some extra links. We don't need tons of orbs here, although I suppose it's not going to matter. We're going to kill him this turn anyway because of the buffs from Bulma and then Spirit Sword Trunks. But we'll get Trunks floated off so that we can get another link partner here. Because, yeah, I mean, there's almost no way we don't kill him this turn. God Goku's going to do loads of damage. Bulma will do decent damage, and then Sword of Hope Trunks, you know, being type advantage. There's a lot of damage on this rotation against Cell. So, especially with these big, hard-hitting physical units. Because, yeah, I mean, I don't think there probably was a way to not get the orbs for Cell, for God Goku. But by getting 6 orbs, that means he gets a guaranteed additional anyway. So he's going to do a lot of damage here, up to 8.5. I still can't understand why that Limit Breaker aura is on second form Cell, but only on global. Very strange. Right, so remember this turn we now have the Bulma support. I'm going to transform into Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta here. So Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. I do like the lightning and everything from the aura, right? And now we have our boy Tech Vegeta for the links. So they share every single link except Saiyan Warrior Race. And then he's getting that from these guys, I guess. Oh no, he has Saiyan Pride instead, right? Which is a really good link, 20% attack. So it's a bit of a shame we're not getting that active, but we do have everything else active here. So his start of turn defense is now basically 500k, which is decent. It's just unfortunately the fact that we are on turn 5 to be seeing that, right? So once we transformed into Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, we're still greatly raising defense, immense damage. We go up by 10% again on the attack and defense start of turn. The additional defense on Super is still 40, and now we're getting 20% attack per keys for obtain instead of the 18. We get an additional Super with 6 or more orbs now instead of 7, and then we can still change the orbs. So we'll do this. There's actually a lot of orbs that we can get now, right? We can get the 7, but for the... well, it's 6 now, sorry. We can get the 6 for the additional Super, but we can get 9 in total. So... yeah, so on Super, if we're getting 40% extra defense, that means he's getting, what, like 230, something like that? So he is easily going up to, with his actual super attack effect from his super from this turn as well, we're easily going over 750k defense on this turn, which is pretty good. Unless it doesn't work like that, right? But the 40% defense on Super that is when it's on super buffs, that's just the defense he has at start of turn, right? Or is it just the defense he has from like what his defense was on turn 1? Because then that is, you know, significantly worse because it's only what, 70k, 80k, something like that. But we still have the 50% raise on super as well from the actual super attack effect, and we got the orbs for him to be able to get 2 supers. So he is stacking reasonably well. I think full additional is probably the way to go for him, so you can get that 3rd super potentially. But because there's the 2, 7.9 is his attack stat here. So yeah, I like that super attack animation for the Super Saiyan 2. And then yeah, we'll see what we're up to next turn. Yeah, 400k start of turn, not terrible. It's just the fact that it's turn 5. So like if we were against Fusion Zamasu, it's, you know, we'd probably be on basically the last turn here now. So let's float off God Goku actually, because he's going to have some decent orbs for he's going to have some decent links for Vegeta once we get around to the next turn. Although I do want the support from Bulma. If I do this, there's so many orbs. Yeah, I was going to say, there's almost no way we don't get... We'd have got really unlucky if it had spawned more orbs onto the field and we couldn't get 6 orbs with God Goku. So I think, will we kill Cell this time? I guess it depends, right? Because Bulma would need to get crits because she's type disadvantage. God Goku at the end. I don't know, we might not finish him off. But if we don't, Vegeta's built up enough defense now that we can kind of get away with putting him in slot 1. Because he is going to want to always super. He's going to be in a situation where it'll be really awkward if the slot 1 unit is going to end up killing the boss and he doesn't get to attack. Because you're going to want those infinite stacks as often as possible, right? Because you can see the difference that it's made. We've been able to get the double super every turn. I don't think we've gotten the hidden potential additional, right? But yeah, God Goku up to 9.1, and that's him next to Bulma, so he only has fierce battle. Like, imagine with him actually having like the godly power and stuff like that. His damage is pretty ridiculous. Yeah, see, Cell, unfortunately, Cell probably just gets killed by 1 super here from God Vegeta, which is a bit of a shame to not get those extra buffs. But yeah, so now that he's transformed into a god, we're able to get like godly power and warrior gods, which are really good links. 15% attack and 5% crit chance, and then warrior gods is 10% attack and then additional 5, so yeah, 15% basically. And he's up to what? 651k defense start of turn. That's pretty good. So God Vegeta, still infinite stack greatly, infinite immense damage, infinite damage. Attack and defense 140, additional 50% defense when performing a super, 25% attack per key sphere obtained, and he gets the additional super with only 5 key spheres. So that is pretty good. 50% defense on super. So his defense post-supering here will be really good. Unfortunately, though, we are not going to be able to get more than 1 super, sadly, because I'm pretty sure his initial super attack is just going to kill Cell here. But well, he does heal. We're at 7.8. Actually, maybe we don't kill. Hopefully we don't, but let's see. Yes, perfect. So yeah, 7.85. I'm very much looking forward to this like final stage defense here. There's the crit to finish him off. You love to see it. All right, so we've got Beefy Cell. You gotta have dodged this, right, boys? In slot 1, come on. I know you can. So we'll do this. Get the orbs for Bulma for the support. Carries over to the next turn for Vegeta. Oh, we're going to get the Dokkan attack with Vegeta as well. Please kill him on this 1 turn, because getting up against actual, like, the the STR cell at the end, and then getting the Dokkan attack with Vegeta is going to be pretty funny. Now, the only downside is, once you transform into blue, Vegeta changes the entire orb field into physical. And the problem is that he's not really a slot 1 unit. So it's like if Cell super attacks immediately in slot 1, we would have the potential to die. But I think we're not going to kill Beefy Cell, so we will get to see. We'll be able to put the transforming Vegeta in slot 1 on this next turn. I did bring the Dabura cookie, yeah, so we can orb change against the... Wow, that was a lot of damage on that Tech Vegeta. Oh, he hasn't been hit at all, so he's had no build-up. I always liked that. I like the zoom in on the... when they get the blue. I always liked the blue transformation. I think it looks really cool. Alright, so Vegeta with God Goku gets every link except Royal Lineage and Prodigies. With them, it's the same. So now we're finally Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. So this is the main event, his final form. He now greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn. Does immense damage to the enemy. And then attack and defense 150. Additional defense 50 when forming a super. Additional attack 30% per key sphere obtained. Disables enemy's guard with 3 or more key spheres, so basically does extra damage, doesn't suffer from type disadvantage against STR enemies. Launches an additional super with 5 or more orbs. Guaranteed crit if you get 23 orbs, which is the entire orb field. And then, yeah, changes all key spheres to physical key spheres once only. And then changes STR to physical starting from the 3rd turn from his entry turn. So basically the turn after. So we get full physical orb field change this turn. And then next turn, we get the the guaranteed changes STR to physical. So we are going to be able to transform with Vegeta, which I think I will do just because, you know, you don't want to ever miss out on the opportunity to do that. His links change. Do his links change? His links do change, though. He loses out on godly power, which is a bit of a shame. Maybe we will just keep you here. Yeah, now that Vegeta's actually transformed. So we'll get our 23 orbs. What's our start of turn defense? 885k. See, this is the problem, like with many transforming units. STR Super 17, Super Trunks. Like, if he was just this guy, like on turn 1, that'd be awesome. Now, obviously, you know, he wouldn't have as many stacks because he's been stacking for multiple turns. But 885k defense is pretty good. We can get our 23 physical orbs here. So we're going to get a guaranteed crit. I mean, God Goku doesn't even really need orbs, does he? He's not going to even get a chance to do anything. So we'll do this.
Time to get serious.
Because, yeah, if he's getting 50% on super to defense, that means he's going up to like 1.5 mil defense. And our attack stat is 19 mil. Now, obviously, he's a nuking style unit and we picked up 23 orbs. But his attack stat for this turn is basically 20 million. It's 19.8. Is his attack stat for this turn. Now, of course, that is the one big turn mega nuke where you get every single orb on the field, 23 orbs. He's going to get a guaranteed crit. Yeah, 28 million damage. That's pretty good. I actually don't know if Cell can live this turn, to be honest. I can't not get enough key to super with everyone, so I'm pretty sure it's just GG for Cell. But we got to see the big final attack turn for Vegeta. In fact, I can, if I try not to get any STR orbs here. Shame I can't get those purple ones. But yeah, we'll do this. I don't think there's any chance Cell survives the turn, but we'll see. Because obviously his Trunks does attack during his standby. If he doesn't get crits, he won't do much damage. But then, of course, Vegeta is just going to go insane. He can't even tank Omega normals of 800k. Wait, what? Yeah, he can, right? I thought the hardest hitting normals in the game was Fusion Zamasu post Super, which is like 700k. But yeah, Vegeta, like, post Super, having well over 1 million defense is good. It's just, again, the problem is that was like that last turn where we got to see him do some crazy stuff. That was like turn 9. So, you know, and you're Fusion Zamasu, Red Zone Zamasu and Rose, Red Zone Goku Black, like you're never getting to turn 9 ever. So I mean, we'll see. Like I say, later on today, this video will be going up on the channel, those of you watching it live on stream. But for those of you, if you're watching even the recorded version, later on today, we will have the video go up where we take him up against Fusion Zamasu. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see how far we can actually get in terms of his forms, but we're probably not going to be seeing Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Of course, Vegeta here just going off like the mad lad that he is. So this is why I say I don't think Vegeta, Cell, had much chance of surviving the turn. I probably just shouldn't have transformed with Vegeta, but actually we might be in luck here unless Bulma goes crazy. Nice. Perfect. Alright, so see, there's 2 attacks in slot 1. Do we risk it? He's got 885k. If he gets supered, he dies. But I can get 10 orbs, that's pretty good. I mean, I did bring the Deborah cookie for like funny nuke turn, but I kind of just want to see what he does, because him being able to get 10 orbs, this is a pretty realistic turn. Like, we didn't actually get to do anything. Or, sorry, we didn't do anything, like, out of the ordinary. Oh, they did post the Super Saiyan 3 Goku EZA details. Alright, sweet. We gotta wait for someone to translate it, I'm sure, anyway. So let's go ahead and finish this off here. Don't immediately super me. Okay, good. So 10 orbs, we get basically 12 million. That's pretty good. And of course, we're going to get the guaranteed additional super. We're greatly raising attack and defense for 1 turn. So, yeah, post-super, he is... what? In fact, he gets... from his passive, he's getting up to, like, 1 point something. Because he's at 880k. He gets 50% defense on super as part of his passive. And then he's greatly raising attack and defense, which is 50% extra attack and defense. So... he's potentially up to like 1.6 million defense on that turn, which is kind of crazy, all things considered. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section. Transforming Vegeta, I mean, once he gets to where you want him to be, he seems like he's really good. But other than that, it's these new difficult events that we have, like the current meta content, he's just not going to be that good early on. So we'll see how it goes. We'll take him into Fusion Zamasu later on, but let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.